back here on an adventure again out in the bay at Estero Bay. Oh hey, Ryan, how you doing today?
What's up, guys? Out here in Estero Bay.
Show them your lure, Ryan.
Got this fancy thing that catches nothing. So far. See what happens.
It's nice, huh? So, I got some good pictures of the birds, but Ryan's getting a little disappointed because he wants to catch some fish.
Looking for some tarpon.
We're trying to catch some tarpon out here. We ain't getting no tarpon today. We ain't getting jack today.
Nope.
We ain't even, all we got is a couple ladyfish today. And it seems like it should be a good day. It's a beautiful day.
It's beautiful, huh? It's nice to be out regardless what happens, I suppose.
Yeah. There's a million birds on this island, on this key over here. It's a little too far for y'all to see now. I got some good shots over there. So we're gonna just keep going around here in the bay and see what the heck happens, because I don't know, man. Fishing ain't that great.
Try it so far. See what happens.
We're doing all right with the wildlife photos. I think I even got some good shots of an osprey, you know, feeding on the water, but I'm not sure yet. I don't know until I get it on the computer. What I'm going to do this time around is show my editing here in Lightroom. I also do some Photoshop editing, but I did promise you a really good tip, and I'm going to show you in a minute here what that really good tip is, because this tip is going to be one of the best tips that you've ever gotten. So I'm going to pick this photo right here, and I'm going to show you how I edit this. It's really easy in Lightroom. You can really do it quick. I can also do a few things in Photoshop, dodge and burn basically, but most of the time I only do that for really pretty close-up shots. This one here, I believe I focused on this guy here. And it's not that great a focus. Let's see if I can find that. Yeah, it's a pretty good focus. That's 1:1, that's 2:1. And first thing I want to do is crop this, because it's okay like this. So I'm going to make a virtual copy. It's okay like this, but I prefer to crop it in just so you can get a better look at it. The sky is really blowing out a little bit. Not too bad. You can still see blue in it, but it's kind of blowing out. So I made the virtual copy. You can see the virtual copy by this. And I'm just going to crop it. You go to the develop module. I'm just going to crop it in. Bring it in a little closer. I've already done it over here. Oops. I'm just going to crop it in. See how it goes. I don't need all this distracting tree and stuff in here. This guy's out of focus. There's no point in it. About right here. Seriously. That, see how that goes. Not liking it. I'll bring this down a lot. It's too hot. What in the world? Stop right there. Anything else? Go here. Try this one. That looks a little better. I kind of like that. It's got kind of a nice look to it. So that's the first thing. I don't really want to do anything else to that. And then I'm going to go to lens correction. And that'll help a little bit. Just a little bit. Gets the barrel out of it. There's not much. Let's check this first. Let's go. It was daylight. Let's try that. And I bring some of the blue out in the clouds. My highlights. Drop them down completely. The sun was just shining from here. Contrast in it. Haze. I love this new setup at Lightroom too. It's pretty good. I don't do a lot of this stuff because there's no need to, you know, process it to death. You know, it's not necessary. I mean, it's a pretty decent image. It's okay now. It just shows a flock of birds. I don't think I need to do anything here. Let's take these blacks out. It says it's clipping, but I don't really care if it's clipping too much. It's okay. I don't think I'm going to add a little bit of shadow just to see what it looks like. Gives a little more depth. Kind of a burn, a little bit of a burn. Yeah. It's not a close-up image, so it doesn't really have to be detail. I did lens correction, and then I'll do this. What you can do to get your sky to come on a little bit more. You can do it crazy if you want, but I don't particularly like it. I mean, you can bring this down, you can get a lot of blue coming out. Now some of the clouds, but if you zoom in, you'll see it's bringing out some grain too. You see the grain? So you don't really want to do it that much. That's complete extreme. I would never do it that much. I'll do it around here. Just to bring a little bit of blue depth out. And the image looks okay. It looks a little flat to me. It's a decent image. It's not great. It's decent. So that's one. That's a basic, real basic.
Today was a terrible fishing day. We caught no fish. Well, we caught 2 fish, but they're just junk fish. We did get some pictures. I hope they're good. I hope they turned out good. I got a few pictures. I didn't videotape when I was actually taking the pictures because it was windy and I couldn't really do it at the time. I'm gonna do some more. See, I always do this. I have to go back and forth, you know, because I never can just say things through.
Yeah.
Stupid. Let me see that. So Ryan almost fell out of the boat today.
Yeah, it's been one of those days.
He was standing on top of the polling platform, and we hit some oysters, and he almost went out. But we were safe.
Reflexes.
Yeah, cat-like reflexes.
I don't know about this guy, but
So we're out here. It's been a pretty nice day though. It's been a really beautiful day. I can't complain about the weather. I mean, it's gorgeous. Just look at it. I mean, gorgeous clouds. It's not real hot. Got a little bit of wind, but not so much. It's just killing us. For that part of it, it's pretty good. But the fishing wasn't that great. The photography wasn't that great. The game we saw, the birds and stuff we saw were early in the morning. We were still making our way out. And you know what? That's what it's going to be sometimes when you come out here and do wildlife photography. It's not always going to be, you know, you go up there and there they are like in the zoo or something. It's not like that in the real world. And out here, they could be, there's so many miles and miles of area out here. It's kind of hard. I mean, you can't, if you see them here one day, the next day you come, they're not there. You know, you never know. So part of this photography course is about searching for them and learning their habits. We're going to have to learn some of the habits of some of these creatures out here. And you know, where they feed and where they don't feed and what brings them to an area to feed, like the bait and stuff that's in the water that is what they feed on. You know, I'll be talking to you in front of the computer, and as soon as Ryan gets the camera back on.
this thing's all over the place, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it is cool.
It holds nice and stable. And stuff.
Yeah, it's cool.
It didn't cost that much either. It's pretty cheap.
$100?
200. But that part's gonna get edited out. We don't need anybody to know what it is. So anyway, we're gonna have to navigate our way out of here. We got a lot of oysters and a lot of mangroves and a lot of gunk between here and the ICW. You know,
On this outing, I had a problem. The problem was that I wasn't prepared. So I'm going to show you something to help you be prepared before it's too late, which is what happened to me. First, let's show you the photos. Before this particular trip with Ryan, I had shot a wedding about a week before. I had been editing for the week and hadn't been doing any shooting. My camera was set up for using a flash at the reception. Now you'll see that in all these images, because the shutter was too slow. Every single one of these images are blurred. This osprey came right in front of the boat and did this. And I couldn't get any good shots. In the environment that I shoot in, I'm sure I'm going to catch flying birds. So I pretty much do the same thing every time. Thousandths of a second, auto ISO. I know I'm going to be out in pretty bright light most of the time. If I need to make adjustments, if it's cloudy or something, I will. But for the most part, I can get away with doing it just like that. Get your camera prepared, however you want to do it. Now, like for me, before I got into the boat, what I should have done is set the camera. If I would have set the camera, even before I launched the boat, even before I even hitched it to the truck, I should have set the camera. While I was still in my house getting to my coffee before I decided to leave out on the water, I should have set the camera. If I would have done that, I would have got those shots of that osprey diving into the water, literally in front of me. I mean, he was probably 45 feet away, you know? Always prepare yourself. That means you make sure you got an empty card, that you got your lenses cleaned, you know, your gear is ready for the job. You don't have a second chance. I mean, I might never get the same opportunity that I had that day. It's a good odds that'll happen again, but that don't mean it will. Don't mean it will. So that is the tip of the day. Prepare your camera ahead of time. You get out of your car, get your camera prepared. However you want to do it. I don't even know which image, how many images I'm into now, and they're all garbage. Because if you look up here, you can see what I was at. 400 millimeters, ISO 100, f250, 1/25th of a second. There was no way. There was no way I was going to get those images. Now, this isn't something I didn't already know. I had just taken the camera out of the bag, put the lens on, and was looking at it when this happened. I should have been ready. Now here's one where after he was gone, this is the first shot I took after he's gone, and I set my camera. You can see the ISO 200, 1/1000. And look at this. Look how sharp that is. Look how sharp that image is. And he was flying right over, right over the boat. So when I find a bunch of images like that, the first thing I do, I go to the library, and then I go to the grid, then attribute. Pick the attribute I want, which is all rejected shots. There's a few others. I did look at a few other shots in here that are going to be rejected. And then I just highlight them all. Go to, just use your mouse. Push down your shift key, highlight them all, right click, remove photos, and I don't want to keep them, so I'm going to delete them from this. I know they're all garbage, so there's no reason to do it. And you just turn this off, your grid will come back, and you're back to your photos that you want to edit. And you hit E, and you'll go back to your regular view. So this is Ken and Ryan. We'll talk to you later. We're out. See you later.